Okay, we put a flag out here with the FFA helped me dig a pole, and this is the corner of Dad's farm. And you can get the sign in here.
Okay.
Type of thing. So basically, we had some 70-mile-an-hour wind that came along here and whipped things around. And so we had this up for Veterans Day and 4th of July. So on that, we took a video, 2 videos earlier, or several videos
4
earlier, of sowing the oats out here, and then we showed it growing. We got this other field over here behind this part of it, but I was going to focus on this part over here, Lisa, on it. The oats are green at the bottom, but they're dry here at the top, and it's supposed to rain in 2 hours or 3 hours. So we got a nice chance here of getting these oats combined here. So this is the oats right here on it, and yeah.
I'm close enough.
And you can see how the grain is dry right there. I don't know if you can get that in the picture or not.
Yes.
Okay, so it's good and dry, it's pretty. And if I don't combine and it rains, and all the weeds will come up, and then it's hard to get it dry. So we're just going out here. Normally I come out here and cut the oats. We'll cut the headlands off, and then we'll take the hay bine and mow it down so we ain't marking it up. But this is a small field. It's kind of a triangle field. And I thought it was weird. I couldn't figure out what, but right out in the middle of the field, there's a sunflower growing. Do you see it?
Let me see.
Right out there in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyhow,
It's funny.
on that part. But I really wanted to show the fact that we got, you know, a really good stand of alfalfa out here. And the clover that came up here is volunteer clover from the years in the past. But here's the Alforex alfalfa. And that's what our main goal was, to get this up, part of it. Now I did sow these oats at 2.5 bushel an acre. And I was expecting taller oats and a lot better than what they was. They didn't, I guess they was hurt from the drought part of it, being there. So we did get some rains later on, and everything turned out really looking really well right now. So we're not suffering exactly from the drought. We already suffered from it. I did interseed some alfalfa in some older stands. We had a rain that came up, and then we had, I don't know, 4 or 6 weeks of really hot, dry weather, and that basically killed that little alfalfa in there, so we got to start all over again. So we ain't always lucky, but it's green down here in the bottom. So all I'm trying to do is get these oats off before it rains, and then we'll come back in here and we'll cut this and cut that, and then whenever we cut the 20-acre field, we'll cut this. This way we got a hay field in front of Dad's house. When we drive by, we can look in and stuff like that. So Lisa's just gonna take some pictures of me combining if it works. I need some pieces on it for the sickle bar for floating head. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but for 5 acres and it takes a lot of time, I'm gonna see about just cutting it. So basically I'm just trying to get this off before it rains. I think there'll be a hopper full. If it is, I'll take it home in the combine. There, I got about 2-3 miles to go home, and unfortunately the grain header wagon, the latch broke, and we was able to get the head off of it, but we won't be able to put it on. So we just got a short distance to travel. We just have a short distance to travel on the road, and the neighbor goes by with a 25-foot head, so I'm going to try that too. I won't go up in the driveway. I've got a hay field that I can drive in the back, so I can sneak in there. So I just set it up. I don't know how well it's going to work on that, but my flag's shining pretty good, and I also have a light on this flagpole. Since this area is there, we're wanting to improve on this corner here. They got the telephone stuff and the fiber optics and the stop sign and the water line. But I did put a rain gauge because we don't know if it rains up here. But the last rain we got a ½ an inch and a bug. And we'll empty that out. And then we got a little solar power light to shine on the flag at night. So it's not the greatest, but it works. And so I'm going to start this up and hope it works over here. My wife is helping me and Lisa's filming. And so I want to thank everybody and I appreciate it. Appreciate Alforex. They've been that's a great alfalfa company, and so we're looking for great things coming down the road. So we'll see what happens and go from there. So all I'm trying to do is get the top of the oats off, and I'm going to throw them scattered around. Guys, watch for traffic behind me so I can back up. Lisa, if you want to go ahead and videotape going up and down the road here, that's fine, whatever you want to do. And
you're going to go straight that way and then be done?
I'm going to go straight that way and probably come back and forth. So however you want to do that, that would be fine.
Okay.
So you can say, you know, put a music to it or something if you want. Be creative.
Alrighty.
Okay, thank you everybody.